What up? So, this is a wonderful thing. Turn your microscope on and boom, there's a rotifer. This is a sample out of Gardens in Glass. Rick over there. This is one of his many biologically complete, which I at this point feel like maybe that's a little undershooting it, because you'll see this stuff is top notch. So this rotifer, I always wonder what they do. Like, I just saw it move. I wonder what he's doing. You know, is it just sleeping, dying, reproducing? I don't know. But this compost pile is almost done. It's not even, still got a couple, maybe about a month or two to go. And you know what? This is out of a bruit can. Wild. Yep, out of a bruit can. This is the kind of biology you can get out of a bruit can if you do it, if your inputs are right. Look at, there's another rotifer. I'm telling you, there's got to be a thing with rotifer. I don't know. Does everybody find rotifers? Because there's got to be a thing with rotifers in Florida. Because I find them in my backyard all day long. So you got, I mean, there's a nematode. I mean, look at that, man. This is, again, out of a bruit can? Really? You gotta love it. It's probably the same guy that was down here. Or was that just a whole nother rotifer? Nope, there's another rotifer. So I'm gonna just cruise around. This compost is even, damn, I'm telling you, there's another one. Oh no, that's the same one. That's the first. So we're looking at testate amoebas here. That looks like a spore right there. That is a spore. That is another testate amoeba. They look like these, like a U-shaped. Here, I'll go in and show what that looks like. Let's go check out that spore while we're at it. I'm at 400. I just went from 100 to 400 magnification. So what you're looking at there is, or was, an amoeba. These testates, they don't survive the process. They must be very fragile. They're not like ciliates and other things. You see all this activity in the background going. This stuff here, that is usually the lighter brown and the reddish stuff. Not usually. The lighter brown and the reddish stuff is fulvic acid. The dark black stuff, that's carbon. And then the darker brown here, it's humic acid. All beneficial. Rick's a biochar guy. Look at that. You're going to find biochar in all of his samples just about, unless he purposely does not want to put it in one of his composts. And I'm with him. There's a great big testate there. And who knows what it's been eating. That's a good shot of a testate amoeba. Testate, that it's got a shell around its body, or I guess body. And then right above him, or it, there's maybe a spore. That looks like a spore. There's you brown like that. Something just, let's see if we can catch it. Something zipping by. Look at that spore. What? That is a good looking spore. And again, this is the quality of compost. I just turned this microscope on and we're already finding stuff. What is that? Right there. What are you? What are you? I don't know what that is. I have no idea. I'm not gonna even try to guess. Alright, I'm gonna get back to 100 and let's just cruise around this sample. That is amazing. There you go. There's a nematode. That's big too, because I went back to 100. So that is a big nematode. And a rotifer. Jesus. I mean, you want to talk about complete, right? I mean, what you're not going to see right now is probably fungi, hyphae, because this compost pile, this bruit can is not fully established yet. It's still developing. And even then, this right here might be signs of it starting. Let's take a look. Let's see here. So it's uniformed is what we're looking for. And then let's see if I can point it out. Right here, there's damn, whatever hit that. Right here's a little line. That is indications of separations. There, that is another one. That little line. So there's something out there that looks like fungi, but it's usually not. It's usually not this uniformed, and you don't see that the separation of it. And usually, and then look how thick that is too. It's a good size. So this, I would guess, it's going to start turning like a light brown, almost a fulvic color. And then it would also make sense with everything that all this information that I've been picking up, that fulvic properties, fulvic acids, I guess, it's fulvates. How about that? They promote fungal growth. So you're looking at this hyphae connect from organic matter, which is fulvic, to organic matter, and there's a spore here, and it continues. And as it attaches itself to this organic matter, it takes the nutrients that it needs from it. Which is really cool. So that is actually a very nice look. I'm gonna call that fungal. Unless I'm missing something, that is a nice hyphae. There's something else that looks similar to it. Usually it's called actinobacteria, also known as a false fungi. Look at that. Oh, there's so much going on here. All right. I try to keep these videos short, but you know, when you're messing with these kind of samples, I guess why do I want to keep it short? Look at this thing. That is cool. That looks like an amoeba of some sort. Wow, that's wild. Is that just stretched out like a star like that? Damn. I'm gonna take a snapshot of that. Alright, let me keep on moving because we're never gonna finish this. I'm gonna go back out to 100. Look at that, dude. That might be another rotifer. That looks fungal as all it can be. Absolutely, this is going to be a good example of it. Check this out. There you go. Now this is a thin one. It's light brown. You can see the separation, the septa right here. Again, branching off of organic matter. They're decomposers. saprophytic decomposers. What is that? Oh boy. Wow. This is, I'm looking at, this is moving, this long strandy thing, and it looks like it's, oh, I thought it was connected to that little spore. I thought this thing was like sporulating or something. What the hell is that, dude? That's crazy. I'm at 400. That's wild. You know, I see him in the background moving too. That, I have no idea what that is. And then you come here. And here are your labs, by the way. All this little stuff in the background, these are all probiotics, right? Lactic acid bacterias. So when they start clustering like that, that was a rotifer. You know, these samples are amazing. And there's not one sample out of the, I don't know, 50 piles that he has. Good job, guys. You got Daniel out there. He's got Michelle out there. And they really get at it. Look at that. That is a little microanthropod. It's like a little bug, if you will. And it's got little legs. It's just a little terror out there terrorizing bacteria and eating organic matter. It's a whole world. It's a whole world building life, which is unbelievable. Makes you wonder if they know what they're doing, because they're smart. And they're always working. Definitely a lot of biochar in here. This could be mistaken for fungal. I don't believe it is, just because it's not uniform. Usually fungal hyphae will, unless they got crushed, but even so, I don't see any septa, anything separating the. Protozoa everywhere. Protozoa, these testate amoebas there. Another fungal spore. Man, these rotifers, though, they're cruising. Look at this thing. I don't know what that is, or what it was. I don't think that's alive anymore. I'm looking at that right there. Let's go in. Let's deep dive it. I don't know what that is or was. Let's put a light on it. Let's put the fluorescent lighting on it. See if it does anything or glows. Nope. Something is moving a lot of. There you go. There's another nematode. And then we might be lucky here. This nematode might be stuck. I think it's caught. These actinobacteria and some hyphae and fungi, they will catch these nematodes. I don't know enough about what they do, or if they take them down, or if they kill them, but you see, he's trying to get away. But I know that there is fungi, there are hyphae, and like fungal-looking bacteria that will eat. They will take out the nematode. Look, he's trying to get away. And this is not unusual. You know, these samples that are loaded with fungi and with all these key players, look at him. He's trying to get out. and he's probably not going to get away. They have these glues, these bacteria and fungi. They release these glues that'll grab these things. And in a minute, I'm gonna go in a little closer and see if that's. Oh, you see, that is definitely some type of actinobacteria. I'm guessing that, right? Because I can't identify it. It just looks like it. Clear, no septa, it's non-uniform. It's almost the complete opposite of a fungal hyphae, except that. And then look at this cluster of biology that makes soil. Here you've got everything here. You've got actinobacteria. You have the lighter brown stuff is fulvic. The dark black, it's carbon. The dark brown is humic, and all these little strands. It's all actino, if I had to guess. Which are the ones who will catch him? I gotta go learn more about that because I've been seeing this a lot. So let me back out. That nematode's pissed. He's having a bad day, buddy. You're a goner. Anyway, I want to keep it moving. Look at this thing. Look at the tail on this nematode. What is going on there? Let me see if I could identify what type of nematode this is by the mouth parts. But that tail, that looks wild. So when it's moving like that, that's behaviors indicative of bacterial eating. Wow, this thing is big. I just jumped into 400 and look at the size of this nematode. I'm not gonna be able to catch him. Then a rotifer. And then look at this. This was a rotifer. I recognize this thing here, right in the middle. I recognize that. That's wild. If we get a rotifer that's sitting long enough, I'll try to show you that part. I'm almost sure that was a rotifer. Oh, let's see if I can zoom in on him. Dude. He's gonna stop. They usually like to stop and set up shop and just start using their little ciliate hairs as a vacuum. There's that. Wow, let me back up. Oh, no. Is he leaving? Man. Of course he's gonna stop when I back out. Alright, let's go. Figure it out, dude. See that? No. Nope, that's not gonna happen. Just keep it going. I'll find another one. That looks like another fungi. Yep, this one is nice and clear. Septa there. It's a little non-uniform there, but it kind of resets itself. Definitely septa. I don't know. Could be they got crushed a little bit. Looks like it's starting to turn color. Yeah, he's already got fun, and it doesn't surprise me. He's already fungal. He's probably fungal through his entire composting process, to be honest with you. This is cool. I always get a little confused looking at these because that can be an egg. That can be a spore. That can even be pollen, but that actually looks like it's kind of moving. Yep, that's moving. That is an egg, and that is, again, I'm gonna call that a rotifer. I've seen enough rotifers. I've absorbed plenty. And there's that little piece again that I'm telling you about, right there in the middle. It's kind of, that thing pumps. I don't know if this is what they use to bring in the bacteria. That, what I'm gonna call a rotifer egg. I'm kind of confident in that one. I agree that I'm kind of confident. That's funny. What is this? Organic matter. Let's put the light on this. See if what glows. Yeah, that's some kind of maybe plant matter or something. There's the edge of the slide. There's. Damn. That's wild. What are the tails are like that for? Like this guy here. The other one doesn't. But this is unless it's the same one we saw earlier, which I doubt, because that was clear on the other side. That's impressive. I'm at 100 magnification. These are bacterial eating nematodes. Very nice. You can see things shifting around, which means that there's other things moving. I never did the 40x. We don't need it. Usually 40, I'll back out and see where the nematodes are, but actually, why don't we do that? It'd be kind of cool to see what's going on at that level. So this here, if we just kind of move quickly, nematodes, you'll see like that one right, there's one right there, which is a smaller one compared to what we've been seeing. See, there's a big one right there. And another one. I've counted up to 25. I've lost counting nematodes in these samples. Look how much charcoal's in here. I want to make the lights brighter to separate the fulvates and the humates from the charcoal. You know, whatever this is, it's got to be pretty big for a microbe. I'm going to go in. Because if I can see that from up there. Go to the rotifer. That's a ciliate. Alright. Whatever's just going to fly in. Another rotifer. Two rotifers. You see that heart? I'm going to try to capture it here. Dang, there he is. So it's that. Oh, he just keeps going deeper. Yeah, let's start dipping when I go in. Anyway, maybe I'll pause the video and point it out. Another nematode. Oh, that's what we were gonna do. We were gonna go check out that nematode. Well, let's check this guy out because he's there. It's bacterial eating nematode. I know that through the mouth parts here. These two little lines. Those it's like his lips. And then that thing that looks like a sideways palm tree, that's the way I see that. That thing pumps. That thing pumps bacteria into the digestive tract. He's alive. And we're gonna piss this guy off. Watch this. They don't like these lights. See? He did not like that at all. Want to get out. It's like a spectrum of light that they somehow bothers him. Let's turn it off. He will calm down. And then, you know, let me see if I have it. What we were doing the other night was we were hitting it with the complete opposite type of lighting, see if it calmed down. So let's keep trying that. Turn this lights off. See if it chills out. Kind of hard to get underneath there. No, he's not chilling out. That's kind of crazy looking though. The laser light show. But he's not chilling out. So we're debunking that because that's not the first time I've tried that. Anyway, alright, I'm gonna wrap these up because otherwise I'm gonna end up with a 2-hour video. What is that? See if this guy's gonna let us take a look at its insides. There you go. He's going in and out, but he's going lower and higher. He's not going straight. Because believe it or not, between these two pieces of glass, there's depth to it. That's why you see things in the background teasing your eye, because they're deeper in the sample, in the water. Two more nematodes, and we're not even counting. At this point, since I'm kind of everywhere, I'm not counting. I'm kind of everywhere with my slide here. I'm just up and down and back and forth. I'm gonna try one more time. See if we can finish it with a bang. Like he knows I'm looking at him. Let's see if I can catch him, man. Alright, I'm over it. So you can see that piece, that part. Whatever. Yeah, I always have a hard time. There we go. Come on, buddy. It's that piece is moving inside of him right now. See it? There, finally. What? Now we can finish the night. That thing pumping. I'm sure I don't got to point it out, but that's the piece I'm talking about. I have to go back to the beginning of the video and find out why I was trying to point that out. But look, here's a great example of how it's using its little hairs on its face or mouth to create a vortex. And in the process, it's taking in bacteria, and whatever it doesn't want, it just kicks out. I don't know if it figures that out by size, but then look at his little digestive tract is just bringing in, just tearing it up. These rotifers are so cool. I gotta do a little more research on these rotifers because I've been noticing lately these pockets. See, like right where my little mouse is, this whole little area that's in its own little pocket. It's not the first time I see that. Let's go 600 just for, because we can, I guess. Let's put the light on him. The lights don't affect the rotifers. Let's just keep doing this thing. There's not too much. Well, maybe in this case it did. Doubt it. I've done that plenty of times to rotifers. Well, we got a shot of it, so I can turn off the microscope at this part or at this point. Look at this thing. Let's see, microanthropod. Look at this thing. Wow, look, we found him again. Yeah, maybe he moved out because of the lights. He's like, nah, I'm gonna keep trying it. He's a big one too. It's wide. All right, I had to do this just because. So that is that the mass stacks. That little. So we're looking at, because we got a good shot here of this thing, but it's wild. I still don't see that big thing on the side though. His stomach. Intestine. Huh. Well, he's not completely stretched out either. Kind of like leaning to the side or something. Anyway, just wanted to add this there because I might as well know the name of that. Your mass tax. Mass tax. How am I going to remember that? We are 400. Definitely wild.